I'm Jason Bond, and I'm bringing the Rooster Report to you.
Alright guys, what's going on? Um, Give me 1 second. Alright. Morning, how's it going, bro? live. Alright. Currently we're looking at NASDAQ. Right now, just I guess GCAT, but you know, nothing significant. Like I don't really like anything about Forex right now. Like ECAT is shit, GCAT is shit, EA, GA, GJ, and GU. Like there's nothing really good right now at the moment. We're looking at NASDAQ right now. So, yeah. We'll see what we do here. But I kind of like NASDAQ right now, right off the level that we're coming off from. We got a higher low from right over here. It's rejecting off the same pivot, daily pivot right over here. I like this structure from right over here. It's actually making really good higher highs. Higher high, higher high. I like that structure that it was giving me. Right now, basically, it was trying to hold the buy zone, and then now it's rejecting. It's in the sell zone. So we'll see what we do here. But anyways, hopefully the mic sounds better right now. I got a new mic, so the mic should sound way better. There shouldn't be any background noise like there was before. So that's pretty cool. Yo, what's going on? Alright, so still rejecting off the pivot. We're still holding this level right over here. This level, the higher low level right over here. We're still holding the pivot right over here. So still kind of bullish. Look at the 50-minute. Liquid 50 is falling. It's trying to see if I want to see if it rejects off the liquid 50. Because right now we could just basically see, you know, something that if it goes up to the liquid 50 and then it rejects the liquid 50 and then just basically shoots all the way down and with, you know, a lot of bearish momentum. So usually if there's a rejection off the liquid 50, it goes all the way down with a lot of momentum. So that's something to be careful with. Like from right over here, you can clearly see that there's a rejection here. So that's something telling me that, hey, I got to be careful with that, because previously in the last couple, I guess like an hour, 2 hours or whatever, there has been a rejection off the liquid 50. Um, so from right over here, I have to be careful with that, because there has been a past rejection, which was right over here. Yeah, price is making bullish sentiment, but we'll see, we'll see. I like how basically the RSI is rising. It's making structure from right over here. But, liquid 50 is going against our direction, so that is something to keep an eye with. Um, so yeah. So it is a swapping liquid 50. Um, TO is falling, as well as the RSI, liquid 50, which is something I typically I don't want to see. So like, clear state's making higher highs, like from here, that's a higher low. So let's see what we do here at that level. What's up, Wicks Don't Lie? But yeah, that's currently what I'm looking at. I'm looking just only on the Nasdaq. Forex right now just looks really choppy. Like, I have an idea on GCAD, but there's no bullish divergence on it. EuroCAD, it just looks like shit. So there's nothing. There's not really any good ideas at all. So it's not worth risking at all, like money at all. So GCAD's off the 200 EMA. It's rejecting the 50 EMA right now. And this bearish divergence from right over here. This price is rising, the RSI is falling. So, I'm not inclined to taking anything at the moment right now on Forex. Plus it's Friday, it's NFP. Like, why would I want to trade on a Friday on Forex? Usually, typically on Fridays, especially on NFP days, like I lose money on it typically. So there's no point for me to trade something, even like right now, like so fucking shitty setups right now. For Nasdaq, I could try getting a quick scalp on it if I want to, but I don't see anything right now at the current moment that I would be inclined to do. So I want to see what we do here. If we reject off this level with all the bullish momentum, then we'll see. Yeah. So I forgot to go about my trade yesterday. UZGPY. So I think I should be. I think I'm gonna close it early before NFP hits, or just I don't know. Because right now at the current moment, if we look at UZGPY, like we were at some point yesterday up literally for my entry like 9R. So like for me, like right now, like it's just been so choppy. It went all the way down to this range and it's just choppy. My stop loss is literally at break even, like right over here, around right over this area. So I don't know. Like I could just just leave it out and just wait to see what NFP does, and if it kicks it and breaks, basically stops me out and break even. But I don't know. I took some profits last night, so it's not totally like complete failure. I made a video about my trade on UZJPY and how I went about it and how I was looking at it with the analysis. So it should be coming out today. My trade recap on UZJPY. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like wanting to close this out, but this just to get some kind of profit out of it. But I know like I have like what, probably like 4 pips, 5 pips, 6 pips. Yeah, around that toward my stop loss. So we'll see. I was thinking if we reject off the 800 EMA, then I may just leave it. But right now it's been struggling to we did see a rejection right over here, but it's been struggling right now. So yeah, we'll just see how that goes, how that plays out. Oh yeah, I agree with you, Wicks don't lie. I'm not inclined, to trade anything today. I'm just doing the live stream for the daily stuff. Keeping that routine on, that's 100% important to keep that routine daily. Um, Usually on Nasdaq's, it doesn't really get affected by NFP. And plus, like it's pre-market right now, so the market opens in about four, like what is it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 3.5 hours. So usually I can find a quick scalp in Nasdaq. That's like 15 minutes in and out really quickly. But I don't know. I'm not seeing anything right now on Nasdaq, so we'll see. I'm not really inclined to trade anything today. I'm up 8% for the week, so I'm chilling. So cool. No business. So we're trying to hold the liquid 50 in the buy zone. We'll see. It's making a higher low right over here. Let's see if we break this trend line and then we break out off the 850. If we do, I may take an entry towards this level right over here. Yeah. About 1R. Probably lock my stop into profit at 1R, so we'll see. I want to see if it holds the liquid 50. I'm in the buy zone right now. Because if it does, then we could see a breakout. Yeah, so it's rejecting off that. It's probably not going to hold the liquid 50. I'm in the buy zone right now. I think I'm going to close my trade then, right now. It's literally like it's almost at my stop loss though. I mean, if I just wait, get my position, stopped out at profit, but it looks bullish to me right now. As the liquid 50 is holding the buy zone on the 15 minute, it just looks really bullish at the moment, so it's rejecting off the pivot right over there, but I think I'm going to close right now. closed right now. We're flat now. Maybe like around like 0.15% on that small close. It just did not want to come lower. We got some bearish divergence from right over here. Yeah, it is what it is. Alrighty. So yeah, rejected off the daily pivot on the 1 hour on USD I doubt that it'll make a higher low from right over here, and then now continue pushing up and making a higher high. You know, because fundamentally as well as USD it's a yen. You know, as it's been pretty bearish, especially with the coronavirus. You know, you can totally see with this big push all the way up and then all the way down, all the way up and down, and then it's been rejecting it off, making higher. Lower highs from here as well. So we'll see. Maybe we need to reject off the 800 EMA on the 1 hour. Because, yeah, it was really bearish, but it's not clean momentum toward the downside. Like, you can clearly see right over here, like, there's some indecision from right over here, these candlesticks. So, like, you clearly see from right over here, this is clean momentum toward the downside. It's holding the 8 EMA really well. It doesn't break the 8 EMA until like right over here. So that's typically what you want to see on a move, especially on a D2 from the top, from all the way to the top. But yes. There was an earnings report on FSM yesterday on market close. Kind of a little negative for FSM. We're currently down like I think 2% on pre-market. So we'll see what it does today on the market open. Seeing push up right now. I don't know. RSI's through the liquid 50 and TL. Okay, so this is important now. I want to see if we reject off this level. If we bounce off the liquid 50 right now, from right over here. It's a breakout. It's probably just gonna. Call 3 points. Let's see. If we take this trade right over here, I'm taking it at 0.50%. Actually 0.30% of risk. If I take it. But we're not anywhere. I want to see Yeah, it's rejecting right now, so I want to see, a bounce and then a continuation of that bounce, and then, I want it to be above this level, above the 5800 EMA, and then above this level right over here. But if I do take this quick scalp, I'm doing it about 0.30% risk. Yeah, I think we may see a breakout right over here. I want on my entry, I want the liquid 50 to be back in the buy zone, which is totally possible. See that rejection right over here? With these pins. We have about 13 minutes into this candle closes. So let's see what we do within 13 minutes. Okay, we just swapped into the liquid 50 on the buy zone. So this will be anticipating the breakout. But I don't know. We'll see. I want some more confirmations before entering the trade. I'm not worried about this level. I'm worried about the 800 EMA. Because I see it as it could bounce off that level. Liquid 50 is trying to do like a little hook right now. RTL is hooking up, RSI is hooking up. Liquid 50 looks like it's trying to hook up a little bit. So it's not falling like it was right over here. Like it's not falling like from here. I like a, you know, probably like a 60% angle. Not a 60% angle. I can fucking do math. I may just do half risk and then add in when I see more confirmation. So I'm gonna be risking about 0.30%, so just add in 0.15%, and then add it on another 0.15 to 0.25% once I see more confirmation. But we'll see, we'll see. I want to see what this 1 minute candle closes at. I like how it touches the 800 EMA. So if the next candle, if it holds that level, and then the next candle, the next candle comes with the bullish momentum, then I'll enter half risk. I haven't entered yet. I want to see a rejection, some type of rejection. Now that's a pullback. That's kind of what I wanted to see. Now let's see if we hold that level. I like how it rejects that level. So this candle close is kind of like engulfing bullish in a candle formation. Then I'll probably enter half risk. Okay, I entered. I need to be risking 6 points. So we'll see what we do off this level. If it goes up by 1.5 points. I'm blocking my stop by break even. So I locked my stop at break even, so I can't lose on this trade. I can't lose on this trade right now. So yeah, if I get bumped out, it is what it is. But I'm just gonna let it run right now. No, I don't like trading off like trading view. I've been trading MT4 like for since like 3 years ago. So like I don't know. I'm not really comfortable trading view. I like MT4 much better. But in the future, I'm probably gonna, I trade with FTML, so I can't even use TradingView with FTML. So a lot of volatility right there. A lot of big push up. I'm gonna close about 0.20%. Actually, I'm gonna close half right now. The momentum is killing it. Let's go. I knew that breakout was gonna happen. Looks like we're trying to reject off that level right there. So I closed half at I think 0.5 or like what is it like at 0.85 R. So not the full 1 R. I didn't close about half. I closed actually about 45%. I closed the remainder 5% at 1 R. Let's go. That's a good trade. Anticipating that breakout with D1s, guys. Easy. Nice little good winner for the day. About 0.50% for the day. I closed a little bit at 1 R. Holy crap. That momentum though. I'll close a little about another 25% once we reach this level right over here. But so it's just basically, guys, it's reading off the D1 that we had over here. D1, it's making higher highs, it's making higher lows as well. We saw a rejection from right over here and the daily pivot. We saw rejection off the zone, and now we were initially waiting for a breakout. So from right over here, we're making higher lows. We hit the daily pivot, which is for us, it's a significant level to trade off with. So we saw that. We broke through this trend line right over here, which is something, it's something that I wanted to see because it showed me that, again, like we broke out of that lower high from there. So once we broke out of that, I wanted to make sure that we broke through the 800 EMA with bullish momentum. And, from right over here as well, I wanted to make sure that we broke out of this level right over here as well. So yeah, pretty good trade. I could have been risking about 3 points, but I wanted to give the space a little bit room, the trade a little bit room, because I knew that it's just so like look at right, it's just so volatile right now. Literally, like 3 or 4 points up and down. So I wanted to give it a little bit more room. So initially from right over here, let me tell you guys what I did, because I know sometimes I don't explain it. But initially, whenever we were right over here, I did add about 0.10% from this candle when I saw a rejection, and then I added the remainder, about I think 30 or 40% from right over here. Yeah. And then I did add in a little bit more once off the entry right over here. My spread on Nasdaq right now, it's like 2 pips. I mean, not 2 pips, technically like 2 points. So from right over here, like I have about a little remainder of the position running right now. I have my stop locked at break even. Yeah, so entry price was 11.2 from right over there. If you guys can see that. So we'll see what we do here. There we go. We're out of the position. Actually, never mind. We're still in it. I don't know why I didn't get stopped out. I literally hit the stop loss from right there. It is what it is. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Oh crap, I didn't see that. My bad. Now we got stopped out. Alright. Good winner for the day. About 0.50. I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna complain. I think it may just push all the way up because the liquid 50 is still holding the buy zone. and we saw this breakout off the liquid 50 right there. It's a good sign that we could see, you know, push all the way up. Initially, my stop was supposed to be right over here, but since, you know, I was risking I was risking about 0.30%, actually a little bit more than 0.30% to be honest, because I added in once I saw more confirmation. So it was six. It was supposed to be 6 points. Which from right over here, like, not really, like, there's not really any support right over here. So like initially, like, my idea was I wanted to give it room for the trade to do whatever it wants, bounce off the 21 EMA if it wanted to come lower. Typically on breakouts that doesn't happen. So if it did break the 21 EMA, or if it did break the 80 EMA and then, you know, just did not move really much, I probably would have taken half my risk, or, you know, some of my risk off. Just because whenever there's a breakout, you want to see a clean, you know, move all the way up. So yeah, I mean, from right over here, what could I have done better is, you know, I could have had it off like a significant kind of a level, in my opinion, like a significant EMA, I guess, you know, because on the D1 it's the break of the 50 that we enter in our trade. But the reason why I didn't enter on this trade is because like again, like there was the 800 EMA was in the way from right over here. The 50 like, you know, 800 EMA was in the way, as well as, you know, this level of support, the previous high. So for me, like, I wanted to see more confirmation. The liquid 50 was in the sell zone from right over here on, like, I guess not on entry, but from right over here. That's where I entered. But the liquid 50 was not in the sell zone when on the time of this you know, the D1 signal. So for me, you know, my kind of plan is, you know, it's okay to be early, all right? Like, it really, I mean, it's not okay to be early, but it's okay to be late. That's how I look at it. Because again, like, once you have a really good breakout, a really good trade, you know, yeah, you could have taken a little bit more profit, but, you know, it's better to be, you know, it's better to be late than, like, you know, early, because again, like, you know, you could be wrong. Whenever you're early, the probabilities of you entering on a trade and being wrong are really high. So for me, I wanted to see more confirmations before that D1 signal. Yeah, the D1 signal was right over here, like, from, you know, price action making higher highs, rejecting off the pivot. You know, technically, you know, whenever I woke up, I was like right over here. You know, we could see that price was making a higher low from right over here. It rejected off this level right over there. So it was making lower highs from there. So whenever it broke the 50, you know, and that's where technically, like, the D1 signal will be at. I would have had my stop right over here at this pivot, or at this zone, or like at the pin, like the recent lower high, which is right over here. I mean, not recent lower high, but higher low. So I would have entered right there. And yeah, initially I could have gotten like about 1.4R. But you know, on Nasdaq, that's not how it works. On Nasdaq, whenever you're trading indices, that's not how, you know, it's not breaking the edge, because I've been trading Nasdaq, the indices, literally for like since I've been trading the system. So I know what to look for. I know how to trade Nasdaq with the D1s and how I could use it for my advantage. And I've seen, like, you know, just trading D1s, like, you know, from our rules, it's really hard to get enough risk to reward, and it's really hard to basically get in and out whenever the market's really choppy, or whenever the market just wants to just fuck with you, basically, because it could go up in your entry and then just go down really hard and stop you out, or it could just, you know, just mess you out. So for me, what I've, you know, from back testing, from experience, you know, my level of trading, the level that I trade with Nasdaq, yeah, it's incorporated with D1s, but I use breakouts, I use, you know, significant levels a lot more, because on Nasdaq, you know, it respects a lot of significant levels, like it respects it a lot, especially on the 1 minute and the higher time frames. So I use the bias, still use the system, but I just incorporate my own method to make sure that, you know, I'm not late. I mean, I'm not early, because I think like the biggest mistake that people do whenever they're trading D1s on indices is getting in early. Like, I promise you, that's gonna make you lose so much money whenever you're getting in early. Like, you know, it's just hard to identify which direction it's going, and then as well as, you know, and then as well as just trying to find that proper like entry, you know, making sure that you're not like early, and it's hard. So that's why you know, whenever I enter these trades, they're not off a significant EMA. You know, they're kind of like a scalp off that continuation of that D1, of that bullish momentum of the D1. Um, but for me, like, I'm not willing to risk, you know, that, because D1s on the Nasdaq, there's not enough good risk to reward. So with my type of entries, I could get a good risk to reward and quickly scalp it. So yeah, just a little bit about that. Let me just do this marker real quick for the chat room. checked out the 50. What's that make? 5.2. Actually 5.345, 5.5. Profit. Profit. These are kind of my favorite trades to take, especially on a Friday because I'm usually in and out really quick. All right. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Let me just see this market real quick. Alrighty. That was a good trade. In and out really quick. I gotta do at least 50 markups this weekend. Get some pretty good trade ideas. You know, I'm up, especially on usually JPY. I made like 5% this week on the pair alone. So, you know, just really fucking good trades. You know, literally up 8% on the week, and you know, it's quite nice. You know, just starting off the month, it's really nice. What do you mean, Austin? Oh, for like the layout? Yeah. What the fuck? What happened here? Alright, that should be better. Yeah, I'm happy about that winner. What could I have done better is basically get a better entry. Better basically position where I can put my stop loss. That is what it is. You know, I wanted to trade that breakout. I didn't want to trade this initial D1 right over here. Like, cause this is what I was looking at. I should probably like save this up. But this is basically what I was looking at. Right here, D1, bullish divergence right over here. It's rejecting, it's making higher lows. Daily pivot is right over here. Breaks the 5800. It's making higher highs. Made a higher low from right over here. Rejected, makes proper higher high from right over here. So initially, what I was seeing in the morning is basically it was making lower highs from here. We rejected off this level that we had from around, I'll say, 12 a.m. And then we were rejecting off this level and the daily pivot. You can clearly see that rejection, and then from right over here we were trying to make, higher lows, not proper, I wouldn't really call this as a significant higher low, but you can clearly see that price wants to go up from here. That's what I'm just gonna say. And so, liquid 50 was, starting to rise. And so, took it as advantage. The break of the 50 happened right over here, which initially, like, if I took that, I would have put my stop at this pin low right over here. But I wanted more confirmations as the liquid 50 was not in the sell zone. And so what I want for a trader is, like, I want to make sure that, the trade itself has to be up in the buy zone, and the 50-minute RSI has to be through the TL. So it wasn't on TL, and then the 800 EMA was in the way. So with the liquid 50 falling, and then the 50 EMA being in the way on the 15-minute, like, I'm not gonna take that. Like, that's such a low probable trade. So I wanted to have my probabilities toward me, have more probabilities toward me, more confluence. So, this is why I took the entry in the breakout right over here. Liquid 50 was in the buy zone, the 50-minute RSI was through TL. The liquid 50 stopped, like, falling, like, down, and started to, like, shift toward, like, a hook. So yeah, that's basically how I was seeing this. Let me just save this up real quick. I really gotta do a lot of markups this weekend. I want to do 100, but I can't because I have military training on Saturday. So I'm gonna be leaving like really early and Saturday morning, and then I'm gonna do like a heavy ruck march. We're gonna do a PT test. We're gonna have training. We're gonna have like the sergeant like beating my ass because I want to leave. But yeah, it should be fun though. So I won't be like I won't be able to do a lot of stuff on Saturday regarding to like back testing and work. But Sunday we'll be back. Sonny, you said, do you use ASFX indicators to trade stocks as well? So right now, like I have a lot of plans with regarding like trading stocks, futures, and everything else. Now I know indicators work in stocks. Some people may say like no, fucking indicators don't work on stocks. That's completely bullshit. I know for a fact I've seen a lot of people trade stocks and they are really successful with indicators. Like Ricky Garcias, like he trades like he trades futures on indicators. He trades sometimes stocks with indicators as well. He uses like his indicators for a proper analysis. My cousin Mauricio, he's a day trader, stock trader. He's a momentum trader for stock trading, and so like this dude literally makes a killing every single day on Bollinger Bands, the 50 SMA, and then two standard deviations. So like I know for a fact indicators work. So in regards to testing it out with stocks, I don't know if I'm gonna be trading stocks. I don't think like stocks will be like the best way to use the ASFX system. So I was planning on doing futures, like trading futures in the future. Even maybe even options at some point. But right now, like I'm focused on I'm gonna do that challenge for you guys. So probably by the end of this month or the beginning of in the middle of next month, I'm gonna start off that 100K challenge for you guys. So I'm gonna be live streaming it. I'm gonna be posting a lot of YouTube videos on FTMO, doing the 100K challenge. And then so my goals this year, since I turned 19 this year, is to basically get to 300K with FTMO by the end of this year. So that's my goal. And then once I have that, then I can start trying to diversify, the kind of things that I want to do, like we're trading futures to trading, as well as options as well. So that's currently where I'm heading right now at the current moment. Um, but yeah, it should be fun. It's gonna be. I think I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday yet. I may just literally like last second just buy a plane ticket and just go somewhere if I want to. But right now, like I want to focus on work like this week and next week. And so next week on Saturday, that's my birthday. So on Friday, I may if I really want to, I can just buy a plane ticket. But we'll see, we'll see. Like I was planning on if I don't travel, then I'm probably just gonna rent a Tesla and then just rent it for a couple of days. Stay in a really fancy hotel around Oklahoma and just just chill. So we'll see how it goes. But currently, lots of things planned for you guys for the making, coaching. We have with the coaching packages, with the FTMO, with streaming as well. I'm gonna get a better setup for you guys as well. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff in the making. So I'm really excited to just basically grow from here, and just see what I do at 19 years old. Because it's again like I'm 18 years old. And I've done a lot for 18 for sure. But I think like the one of the biggest years for me is gonna be when I'm 19. For sure. So it's I really have the experience with trading. I'm already profitable with the system. Now it's just trying to grow from there and 10x it. So yeah, really excited about that. It's just one of those things that really excites me. I haven't told this to any. I don't think I've told this to anyone in my anyone yet in like in my personal branding or whatever. But I'm actually leaving the military, so I'm forming an ELS, an early leave. So what that means is I won't. I was supposed to go to training in 2 months, so in October for AIT. So right now at the current moment, I think I'm gonna be leaving. I already formed the ELS and stuff like that, but hopefully, I'll be able to leave before, um, like before this month. So yeah, that's currently where the process I'm at. I just feel like, with the stuff that I'm doing right now, like, and I know I work really hard for my shit, but I know if I just keep on pushing and keep on pushing, like I can literally by the age of 21, like I'll be financially like 100% financially free, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. So yeah, that's currently the plan right now. Just and the military is not something where like it's something that it's not something that I joined because I want to just shoot guns and kill terrorists or whatever. It was something that I honestly like wanted to serve my country and do it honorably in a proper way. And I just it's a cool thing to tell your grandchildren and your children that hey, I served in the United States Army. So, I'm still kind of like that person where like I still kind of want to serve. So I don't know, maybe later on, when I'm 25 or 30 or whatever, I may join the army or the Air Force. We'll see. All right, let me put my music on. But yeah, really excited about, what's gonna hold for the future. day trading, of streaming, of everything. So yeah, it's only gonna get bigger from here, guys. I promise you guys. Like as I'm getting better with streaming, I'm getting better with content, I'm getting better with everything else with trading. Like it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah, like I want to start up a movement for like the young people, because I mean yeah, like there's a lot of people out there, literally just like me, who are young and motivated, who are willing to put in that work every single day, who are willing to take trading as seriously as I'm taking it seriously. So I want to like make a movement from that. I want to help people like that, young entrepreneurs, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year olds who are motivated, who don't want to work that 9 to 5 job for the rest of their lives, and to get something out of it. So it's gonna be big. Within the next couple of months, it's gonna be phenomenal. I'm gonna create like a team off that. Just it's gonna be pretty big. Oh crap! Forgot to do. So looking at USDJPY, looks like it rejected off this pivot right over here. NFP is in about an hour and a half, an hour actually. Looking at Euro, I don't see what we're looking at. GCAD basically fell down. Could be divergence off the pivot. No divergence yet. Little confirmation action right over here. You could use risk reward as. Nah, it wasn't through it wasn't through the teal and liquid 50, so it doesn't really count. But yeah, to be honest, guys, like whenever I'm trading Forex on Fridays, I usually like take a loss, or I usually get out a break even, which I really take very few losers on it, but on Forex in general. But like whenever I'm trading Nasdaq, like it's not that I'll say I have a high win rate on Nasdaq. Like I think 4 out of 5 trades that I get into, like so about like I'll say 80% of my trades are winners on Nasdaq, maybe a little bit more. So definitely I've been really good at Nasdaq, and I've been really good at identifying trends, and really good at trading D1s off it. Um, but especially on like Fridays, whenever I'm not seeing any momentum, usually on Nasdaq you'll see a really good rip. So for me, like on Fridays, even though like nothing looked good to me on Forex, I looked at Nasdaq since yesterday, and we're bull buys. Obviously, the higher time frames are really bull buys. I know that the higher time frames, lower time frames, all bull buys. So it was holding the 50 today, so I knew that I could possibly get a quick scalp. Um, you know, Possibly getting like a quick scalp toward like my direction that I wanted to go. So yeah, that's basically what I was looking for. Usually like on Fridays, I make more money on Nasdaq than anything else, to be honest. Usually, like the average, if I take a trade on Fridays, it's gonna be on Nasdaq, and it's gonna be, most of the days a winner. So, yeah. All right, I think we're gonna end the session. Um, yeah, basically everything else looks crap right now. GCAD, it's off the pivot right now. EuroCAD, it's off. It's going through the pivot in 200 EMA. So nothing really good today. So it is what it is. Um, I may like look at what happens with the news. And I feel like this thing definitely has potential to go up today. It's holding the liquid 50 in the buy zone right now. The 50-minute, looks bullish to me. Liquid 50 isn't falling. RSI is up in the buy zone. So I feel like this thing has potential to go up today, or over to right over here. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned something from the stream. I'll try to be as insightful and knowledgeable as possible with you guys to give you a lot of tips. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this sounds better. I have a new mic, so hopefully it sounds like way better with like the streaming quality. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't again looked at my coaching package, I would recommend taking a look at that, because again, it's a limited seatings, and my offer, the price will be going up. It's basically going to be a one-on-one mentorship, up to 4 calls, about a month, one call per week. It's going to be heavy mentorship where I help you as much as I can and help you adapt to the system much more than just trading it. So again, like I'm really experienced with this, guys. I really can help you out with as much as I can, as much as possible. So yeah, just really happy to excited to help some of you guys out, get you right in the journey, and get yourself right in the proper journey, as well as cutting your learning curve in half. And yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good fucking Friday. Have a good fucking Friday. I'm gonna have like a little breakfast date in about 2 hours, so that should be fun. Just gonna enjoy my weekend a little bit before my training on Saturday. So thank you so much, guys. If you guys need me, direct message me on Instagram. I'll be right there. More than happy to help you guys out. And yeah, I'll see you guys Monday, 5 a.m. CST. Do some markups this weekend. Do some back testing this weekend. Get some work done this weekend. And I'll see you guys Monday.